Welcome to Grow Your Garden with Sal, your go-to show for growing fresh veggies and thriving greenery. Visit the store at 113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia, where expert advice meets everything you need to grow. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel, Grow Your Garden with Sal, for even more tips and tutorials. Let's dig in and get your garden growing. Here's Sal.
Everybody, welcome in. This is Sal. Welcome in on this beautiful Saturday morning. It's a winter morning in Columbia. I hope all y'all are getting ready and getting your gardens ready. We're about to have a whole lot of rain too. A bunch of rain's supposed to be coming, I think, this afternoon.
We had probably help if I turn on the right mic. You know, I've been away for a week. And
you gotta relearn everything.
Yeah, I've been here every day this week. I was out last week for some school stuff, and I'm back, and it's better than ever.
Go USC.
Go Gamecocks.
I'm still a Gators fan.
And we're here with the wonderful Cassandra too.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. So we've got a lot going on in the farm today. We have a strawberry class. It's kind of the strawberry week.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. Time to get those strawberries into the ground. We've got roots. We've got a class starting at 11 o'clock today.
Yes.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. You can order the kit or you can just come and watch. Either way. And if you didn't sign up online, you can sign up online at growyourgardenwithsal.com or just come down to the store a little before 11. And it will be in the greenhouse in case it rains.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nasty, and it was nasty all week.
Yeah.
At the end of the week, and it's supposed to be nasty on Sunday too. I was supposed to go to the zoo with my family today, and yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Might be a good day to go though, because there won't be anybody there, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go walk around in the rain. We got little kids, and it's just not gonna be fun. But if I'm paying all that money, I'm not gonna go in there and spend all that. You know, if I'm paying all the money, I'm not gonna go walk around in the wet, cold.
Did you show them your onions you planted?
See, man, I have to keep disappointing you, Sal. I have not planted my onions yet.
You haven't got the onions?
I
my God.
Onions.
We're going to bring it. We're going to send you home with a pot to put them in today.
We need Sal to come to my house and just plant for me.
We should do that. We'll do a YouTube video, too, of it. How about that?
We're at Josh's house planting stuff.
Yes. You could get a drone going, too.
Yeah, I could. I do have
be
a drone.
That would be really cool. And also today, potatoes, time to get those and get them eyed out.
Yes.
Potato class is next week.
At 11.
Now, did you guys do a plant of the week last week, or?
We did.
What was it?
Garlic.
My favorite thing in the world, and you chose to be on the week when I wasn't there.
We did that just in honor of Casey.
Right.
We surprised her big time. Yeah,
that was fun.
We got her on air too, so that was really cool.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So if y'all have a call, 803-799-8255 if you want to call in on the Groucho's Deli line. Call in, ask your garden questions, share it with us, what you got going on in the garden. We love to hear from you.
Yes.
It's pretty much your show, so call us.
It's great. And you can also comment on the YouTube and Facebook. And
yes,
that'd be great. We'll read your texts and messages on the air, and we'll go from there as far as that. We're excited. I don't know what about this Saturday morning I'm happy about. I guess I'm happy because the temperature has gone down. Do you guys like the cold weather? I know
absolutely
it's not great for gardening, but do you guys like it?
Nope.
I'm kind of like most of our plants. I like it around 75 degrees. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah. I'm from the north, and I don't like it. I just don't like cold. When I get cold, I get grouchy. You know that. I don't want to come out. It's cold.
I like a 68 degree day, just sunny day, clear.
It's a little cold for me. My child loves this cold weather.
Mad Bear,
she loves this cold weather. So Cube Surfer put on there, good morning, y'all. The zoo during the rain can be cool, maybe not for littles.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they keep the animals out when it's super rainy?
Yeah,
like
I don't think they change them too much.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to give them baths, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
When they get baths.
Yeah.
Like some animals like it. Hippos and stuff like that maybe like it.
Michael Frank said, my brassicas are loving the cool weather and rain. So the rain has nitrogen in it.
Yes.
So that's why when your plants, it rains, your plants pop up and start growing really, really fast. But if you save the rainwater, the nitrogen is fleeting. It's not a stable chemical, and it comes right out. So I'm not saying don't save rainwater, just don't rely on that for nitrogen.
Okay. I have a question for both of you.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we just missed Valentine's Day. I wish our show was yesterday, but let's just keep this as the Valentine's Day show, okay? What is the most romantic plant you can get that's not a flower, a food, some kind of produce? What's the most romantic flower, or not flower,
Vegetable
produce you can get?
Strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries probably.
Strawberries sell more during Valentine's Day than any other time of the year.
Chocolate covered.
Right.
Cool Whip.
Right.
We're getting into an X-rated show now.
I mean, no, seriously. That's the only time it really sells. And that's why people actually do buy it, because for that reason.
Exactly.
To enjoy with the loved one.
Exactly. It wouldn't do good for me because I'm allergic to strawberries.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You can pick them and stuff, right?
I can pick them. I can, touch them.
Well, I was at the farm Wednesday, and I was picking carrots, and I had the most awesome time picking carrots.
There was some big carrots in there, too.
Those some huge carrots. I said, did she even try to pick these things?
I've been picking them for the guinea pigs.
They were huge. And the funny thing about it is that in that same plot, there were strawberries coming up, and I said, hey, Sal, there's strawberries coming out of here, too.
So you have new guinea pigs, more than just the two?
Oh, yes.
Now we have quite a few.
We have 7 guinea pigs and 2 pregnant ones.
Yeah.
Yes. And I had caught them in a bucket because they got out in the greenhouse, not out. So I caught them in a bucket and had one that's Jabba the Hutt guinea pig.
Right.
One big guinea pig. And
I call him Marvin.
Named Butter. And I turn around and the bucket falls over and all the guinea pigs going running all over the greenhouse again. I said, oh, well.
So is the greenhouse clean?
It is free of weeds.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well,
Plenty of guinea pig food.
So now what do you do with them?
reason.
Now are they going to start chewing through the plastic?
No, I've been feeding them. So far, they've left the plastic alone. But I'm going to make them like a little guinea pig tractor. I didn't know that they were so good at like picking up the side of the cage and going out. So we have to get some staples. So yeah, they're a lot smarter than I remember.
Really?
Yeah, they are. They formed a mutiny in the greenhouse. They're like, we are not going in our cages. We're running around everywhere.
Well, my topic has to do with animals and the garden.
Ooh.
For this week.
That's
going to be fun. It kind of matches up with the with our little theme that we have going on with the guinea pigs. But
yes.
Anyways.
Guinea pigs and strawberries and carrots.
Yes.
It's about animals and how they can benefit your garden. So if you want to hear about that, obviously stay tuned. It should be really fun.
Yes.
And definitely call in 803-799-8255. We want to hear from y'all.
Yeah, I'll take your calls and I'll take your call and then you'll go on air. No screening or anything. I'm not going to ask you your questions. I'm just going to say, "Hey, what's your name?" And hopefully you'll tell it to me.
Question.
Yeah, wow. Wow. I didn't think about that. That's deep.
Yeah.
We're picking on Josh today.
We missed him. That's why.
Well, I felt bad for sure, but it's I'm
We're
so
glad
excited
to
to be
have
back.
you. Yeah. And we spent Wednesday planting our little seedlings that's going to be ready in about 4 weeks.
Yes, we did broccoli, cabbage, all those great vegetables and everything. Swiss chard.
Swiss chard. Yeah. Spinach.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back, y'all. Call in. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm here with Joshua and Cassandra, and it's a wonderful day to get out in the garden. Well, if it ain't raining out there, I don't hear any rain. What do you think?
I get out in the garden when it's raining. I just put on my rain cover.
Yeah, it makes you where I don't even have to have a shower that night.
I feel like our second segment
I'm not going that far.
I feel like our second segment always starts with weather, because last time I was here, I started out reading the weather report, so I guess I'll do it again.
Yeah, what's the weather?
I'll read it for this week. Today, there's a 65% chance of rain. Right now, it's 44 degrees. High is 64.
It's not bad.
Tomorrow, a 70% chance of rain. High is 67.
Wow.
Gets warmer, actually, later in the day. Monday, clear. I guess the high for the entire week is 57.
Wow.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Tomorrow is 67.
Okay.
And then Monday, 54. Tuesday, 57. And the rest of the week is high 40s.
And it was 70 degrees
Last
on
week.
Sunday.
Oh,
yeah,
so beautiful.
It was pretty, but then the next day, the next 2 days, it got like really, really cold, and that stresses out our plants a little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely they want to go to seed, and so.
Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday it's supposed to rain. So if you plan on doing any gardening on Wednesday or Thursday,
And this
you're gonna be
February,
out in the rain.
January and February used to be when you planted your potatoes, but now February is kind of monsoon month. So I have planted my potatoes as late as March.
Right.
The key to that, though, is to elongate the season by putting some shade cloth over it when it starts getting hot, or pull them into a partial shade if
Right.
they're in buckets. So
Right.
you got to kind of work with it. It's like the season since I've been gardening has moved up like about 2 months.
Right. But you can get 2 or 3 seasons in a month here in South Carolina.
In a day.
So
Yeah.
In a day.
how does our humidity in general, not just for South Carolina, how does the humidity in the air, how does that affect your garden?
It's really tough on stuff. We get powdery mildew.
Yes.
Really bad.
hate that.
The humidity definitely. It makes all kind of different funguses, diseases on your tomato plants. It's definitely stressful.
And unless you're in a closed greenhouse or anywhere, you can't really control it.
Even in a greenhouse, unless you got
can
something to
happen there,
zap
too.
out,
Yeah.
which isn't very affordable. I tell people like it's not too bad on our brassicas or winter garden. But our summer garden, far as squash, zucchini, cucumbers, tomatoes, all those 4 things, succession planting is great because once it gets hot and they're overly producing,
Right.
they just start struggling out. So I try to plant every 2 weeks. Plant a tomato all the way up to about the end of July.
Right.
Every 2 weeks, plant a row of tomatoes, a row of squash, a row of zucchini.
Right. That's what I do. Yeah.
Peppers pretty
Start
much
layering
like the
them.
heat.
And companion planting is also good for that too, because it also helps with other bugs and other nutrients that need to be for that plant. Like I do my tomatoes sometimes with dill or with cucumbers.
And and just in general, not necessarily local to South Carolina, but would you say, I mean, obviously different plants grow better in different parts of the country.
Oh,
but
yeah. Like Swiss chard is hard here to grow, and red cabbage.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Swiss chard. It's
Is
like
is that like a type of cheeseburger or something?
it's a colorful type. It's almost like a spinach, sort of,
Okay.
kind of. It's a real colorful. It's dark.
bitter,
Cabbage, the red cabbage, because both of those Brussels sprouts, they need longer hours of sunlight and cool weather, and we just don't have that.
So like where it's less humid, I would say like, I guess not really desert area because we don't, I mean, we don't have any desert area here, but you grow different stuff there. I mean, how does that
Yes.
work?
And I'm working with a lot of different people from all over the country, and now somebody from Alaska too. So I'm learning different climates. The problem I find with the arid, like talking to people in Arizona, parts of California, Texas,
The humidity.
New Mexico, is that the temperature at night goes down low, and then it's extremely high
Hot
during
in
the day.
Right.
So it has a whole nother things of challenges.
I want to mention, you were talking about that. Sal does a whole lot of things, not just a radio show, but she has these boxes you can subscribe to.
Absolutely.
She has a store, which we haven't even mentioned today, 113 Hilltop Drive.
Yeah, we have a farm store, and you can order stuff online, growyourgardenwithsal.com.
Yes.
And I like the kits. The kits teach you how to grow. So it's not just, and you can order the seeds separate. But if you get a kit, it's got the directions in there. It's got, sometimes the kits come with the certain kinds of fertilizer to
Right.
try out. It's
And then
always talking about soil. Yeah.
And
And it-
February's kit has what in there?
Strawberries.
And it may not mean a whole lot if Sal says it, but somebody that has not gardened yet,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
it seems like it's really easy because it has all the directions. It tells me not just how to do it, but why you do it.
Exactly. Usually give you a little history on it.
Yes.
Why is it growing at this time? Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And then I've got a huge following now in Michigan, which is pretty cool. Had tons of orders come in over the internet the last 2 weeks from Michigan.
Right.
So that it's really cool. New York. So if you want some seeds shipped, just go to growyourgardenwithsal.com. If you don't see it, call me. Joshua has been helping me with the website, getting more and more stuff on and getting it organized.
And she will pick up her phone. She will pick up her phone.
Yes,
It could be 8 o'clock at night and she will pick up her
You see,
phone.
I have that's not true because I called her twice.
But
in the
you're
past
Josh,
couple
though.
weeks.
We know where you are.
But you didn't call me at night. You called me during the day, I think.
Now, in the daytime, just bear with her. She's walking around that farm. She's
talking to customers.
Yes. I mean, Wednesday, she was everywhere. And I'm just like, okay, stand still for 5 seconds.
I know. We had so much going on.
Yeah.
We had volunteers. We
Yeah.
had Charles with Bonnie Plant Farms coming
yeah.
over and kind of consulting with the greenhouse. Everybody works together, so it's really great.
Yeah.
We got the shade cloth pulled halfway down
Okay.
on the greenhouse. So this is the first season that I'm actually turning on the heat and really vamping it up because the heat costs so much in there. And so the greenhouse is at a 5% grade, and I didn't realize there's an extra benefit to that. So I've
Right.
got 2 heaters, one in the back, one in the front.
Front.
Got them set on about 70,
Mm-hmm.
and the heat rises. So now I pull the shade cloth off the front of the greenhouse so I can start my hot weather stuff like peppers, and the heat goes that way. And then the back side is pretty cool.
Right.
So chilly for the guinea pigs. That might
And
be
the
why
best
they
thing-
keep getting out and going up the other
I
way.
love those things. I just do. And if the best thing about, your classes that a lot of times they are held in the tunnels
Yeah.
and they're heated.
Yeah.
Because when we were in there planting, it was not cold.
No.
And she knows I hate being cold. So the first thing she tells me is, I got the heat on. Don't worry about it. You're going to be
Yeah,
fine.
I tell everybody we got the heat on in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot
It
of
was
fun.
fun. It was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Yeah.
So, Joshua had a question about critters, or a topic about critters.
Well, it's kind of my topic of the week, and that
Yeah.
typically is next segment. But
Oh, okay.
but,
What's this segment? Y'all supposed to keep me organized because
It's
I'm
fine.
not very organized.
this is in the third segment. I'm not sure what I said there. Anyways, I was just writing out my notes, and
Right.
so I'll say something different
Okay.
because I want to save that because that's a good topic, and I want to make sure I hit on all my questions for
Okay.
it.
Well, we have a new sponsor.
Who's our new sponsor?
Our new sponsor is the Original Landscape Company out in Chapin, South
Yes.
Carolina.
It's not too far away.
Yay,
That's
no.
amazing.
And her products are amazing. She dropped some compost off to your farm the other day, and we was using
Yeah.
it as
Beautiful.
ceilings.
I
It's
lo-
beautiful. It's absolutely
What's her name?
beautiful. What's her name?
Amy.
Amy.
Well,
Amy.
Amy, we're so if you're listening, which I hope you are, we're so glad to have you on.
Welcome to Grow Your Garden with Sal.
And, if you call, like, I sell soil too. I sell bagged soil and
Right.
horse manure. And then we've got a sample of her stuff there
Yeah.
too. And if you need it bulk, she delivers, and
Yes.
you're not going to get topsoil. You're going to get the correct kind of soil. She's
Right.
not going to jive you. She's not going to say, yeah, this is garden soil, and then just pull off something from the scout plant.
I was
Just
just
dump it.
about to say that.
Yeah. And the main thing is she does not sell topsoil
Well, she may, but she's not going to sell it for your garden.
for your garden. Okay?
Yeah, she's not going to sell it for your garden. She's going to give you. I mean, if you say, "Hey, I want to put topsoil in my garden," she's going to tell you, "No,
No.
don't do that." You know.
Yeah.
So I know we're going kind of all over the place, but
fine.
I want to ask. This is like a beginning part of my question.
Yeah.
Renting out garden space
Yeah.
or shared garden space.
Okay.
Tell me if you've ever had any experience with that. What do you suggest if somebody's thinking they don't have space if they live in an apartment? What do you think they should do if they're looking into that
Buy some nice pots.
for their apartment or
Yes.
for you don't like shared gardens?
I don't have a problem with shared gardens. I've never had to experience that, fortunately. I would think that to a certain extent it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. I think it depends on who's there as well too. But in an apartment setting, you can use some nice pots. You can use pots for anything in an apartment setting if you know what you're doing. You really can.
And there's several different places around Columbia that you can go to and rent spots out.
Right.
I think it's great to get community and get everybody
Right,
talking.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's great. I forgot Michael Frank took me to one just down the road from here, And I can't remember if it charged. I thought it was free to rent out some of those garden spots. But that's one thing. I think every apartment complex, every subdivision, I mean, we've got some places that the houses are being built like 5 and 6 to an acre.
Right.
I really think we need some green space, to
Absolutely.
do gardens,
Absolutely.
to get people out. I'd rather see a house with, at least 3/4 of an acre.
Right.
Instead of all these houses being all crammed in.
Right. On top of
I
each
think
other.
it'll make people healthier,
Yeah.
have them out there. They'd have a yard.
Right.
Or if you're going to have a subdivision like that, have a green spot that everybody could garden at in a different place.
Yeah.
Quick comment from Michael Frank. City of Columbia community garden is $20 per year for a 5x20 bed.
No,
That's
okay.
pretty good.
And then somebody had asked, is it time to plant peas in the garden, or should you start them inside? The snow peas, yes, it's time to plant.
It's time to plant.
Yeah, February is a great time to do. And we've got a bush snow pea, sugar snap pea. We've got a new heirloom, which we never hardly ever get anymore. It's called melt in your mouth peas that grows in a big vine.
Right.
And giant peas on it. And then you've got shelling green peas.
Well, when we come back, I'll get to my thing of the week. We're just going to call it thing of the week because
The
it's not
thing
always
of
a
the
tip.
week.
It's not always a question. It's just the thing of the week.
Right.
Exactly. Michael Frank, Melvin Heller is free. We need a free.
I'm assuming that's some place where they have a community garden or something.
Yes, I think that's the one right down from here. So, so we'll be back right after the break. Give us a call. Thanks. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. And we are excited because we have a caller on the line.
Yes, Miss Kathy calls in. Not sure where Kathy is. Miss Kathy, how you doing?
I'm right here. I'm doing great. I hope you all are.
Yeah, where are you from?
And I'm from right here on the Denny Terrace side of Columbia.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited you offered the chance. I had a question about starting seeds inside.
Yes, ma'am.
Like what are some good things to start now? And if we start them inside, do we need special soil to do our seed starting, or is like the Sun Glow fine straight out of the bat?
Yeah, so first of all, with the soil, the Sun Grow is fantastic. I always mix that one bag with 50 pounds of compost. So I like to use the Black Cow. And also you could use some of the soil from the original landscape company. That's a mushroom compost. I don't have any problem with mushroom compost. I just excuse me, the Black Cow, and actually mushroom compost was grown in Black Cow to begin with. Yes, I would definitely add some compost in there. And some seeds that you can start inside right now. Peppers would be a fantastic thing. Because they need really, really hot weather to start getting, started. So if you can start those on heat mats and even take them outside on these warmer days to get a little sunshine. I think it's a little early yet for tomatoes. Definitely too early for zucchini, squash.
Yes.
That stuff's going to be ready to transplant in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After they germinate. Tomatoes, I would wait till closer to
May.
well, not to start the seeds. To start the seeds, I would probably do it about mid-April. Because they're going to get big. They grow faster than the peppers, and they're going to get big unless you're able to take them in and out and, transplant them into other containers.
Okay.
And you can also start
That's
your
a good
peas as
word.
well. You can start your peas inside as well.
Me personally,
I start my peas
which
inside.
we're allowed to disagree on this
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Not everybody's right. But the peas grow so quick, so fast. They're going to be ready to transplant in about 2 weeks. So I definitely would not start those right now. If you want to start them inside, maybe 2 weeks before May.
Right.
But I don't like to start those inside. I like to go ahead and get them in the ground.
I start mine inside just in case my outside gets funny. I'm really...
It also pests like squirrels and stuff. Don't dig them up. Yeah.
Right. And because I have chickens as well, too. And so to get the chickens not to touch them as well, it's just kind of like, it's hard sometimes. So I will start mine inside, make me a big shoot bag for it. And I actually make 2 big bags. I make one for the chickens to actually eat the shoots from. And then the other ones I transplant into the garden.
Oh, okay. So you don't start them in little starter trays. You start them in a bigger container.
Right. I do.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, good question. Did that answer you?
Yeah, that is a great help. And what is a good time to start like an early green bean?
I would just put them right out into the garden about maybe the third week of April if the temperature is getting warm. If it's still pretty cold, like if you can walk outside barefoot and your feet's not cold, then go ahead and put them in the ground.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one I wouldn't really start indoors, but you can and you can try it and you can determine which way you like. It's just remember they're going to grow really quick and take up a lot of room in your house, like really.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds great. Well, thanks so much for your help. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, hon.
Y'all
Thanks,
have a
Miss Kathy.
blessed day.
You too.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We have another caller.
Yeah.
See, we're getting blown up right as I was going to say my topic of the week. I guess it's a sign people don't want to hear it. Now, I answered the phone, but
They
I
do
can't.
want to hear it.
I'm not sure why. I couldn't understand his name. He sounded clear, but I couldn't understand the name. Welcome into the show. How are you doing?
Hello, how you doing? I don't know what's going on with my phone, but it's breaking up real bad.
Oh.
My name is Douglas White.
Hey,
Hey,
Mr.
Douglas.
Douglas. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I got a question about some coconut.
Coconut.
Okay.
Yeah, ground coconut. I work for the school district here, and they put it on the athletic fields when they first put the artificial turf down.
Okay. I don't know
And
what
we
you're
had
talking
3 bags of it left over, and they never came back and picked it up. And I see trees and stuff growing out of that coconut. Is that good for, like, you can mix it in your soil or something and grow stuff with it?
As long as it doesn't have any chemicals in it, I don't see any reason why you can't use it.
about. Mr. Douglas, are you talking about
You can mix
coconut
it with-
core?
You can mix it with any other soil, right?
Yeah, are you talking about like the coconut? Is it like a powder or is it more like the core,
Yeah,
right?
It's
Like a
ground,
shaving?
Yes, it's ground up real fine like compost.
Yeah, I would not have a problem. We may do a little research on it, but normally they plant a lot of plants in the coconut core.
Right. And you can buy, I know he's talking about. He's talking about, they usually sell it as bricks and you mix it with other stuff to make seed starters and stuff like that. It's a shell, it's the shell of the coconut.
Yeah, and my horse eats that for extra calories. It makes, not that, but it's a coconut. But Michael Frank said the coconut core is a great substitute for peat moss. So it holds in water. So I would definitely mix it really heavy with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you grow vegetables with it too?
Yes. Just don't plant purely in there. It needs to, because it's going to hold that moisture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. That's all I need to know.
Thank you, Mr. Douglas. We appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you,
y'all.
hon.
All right, so I guess now, since it's my time of my thing, should I get my drum roll here?
Yes.
I think,
Okay.
yes. We need a
Please.
drum roll.
I think we can get that done.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, you do your little drum roll while I get this up. All right, okay, and all right, drum roll. All right, so I think I already hinted at this, but my drum roll or
Your drum roll.
my plant of the week, my thing of the week is animals in the garden.
Ooh.
So I have a couple questions, and I know that Sal has some experience with this. My first thing I want to talk about is some not so beneficial animals in the garden, such as deer, foxes, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yes. And stink bugs.
I want to get this kind of quick because I have a lot of things to go over here.
Yeah.
But what is a couple ways that you can prevent that from happening?
I like these alarms I got off of Amazon, and they make noises, and you can turn them down a little bit if you're in a neighborhood. I find that helps a lot with the deer. Foxes really don't mess in the garden too much.
No.
It doesn't really scare rabbits too much. The rabbits learn the perimeter.
Right.
It definitely does do nothing for raccoons.
Right.
Raccoons, and they're bad about digging up your compost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one way. There are some stuff you can spray, and then also putting some different herbs that they don't like in the garden can help deter them.
Yeah.
What if you? I mean, it's just a question on that. What if you put out what if you just throw some leaves out in the garden? Some of maybe a couple leaves that have maybe some rotten pieces that you can't eat, but if you put them out, maybe
You
they
mean
get
meat?
distracted. No, I mean I'm just saying like leaves, like literally like a leaf
Oh,
off of your
leaves.
cabbage.
Leftover
Oh.
Like
veggies.
what if it's a little bit like has a little bit of like a it has some brown spots that you don't want to eat. Maybe you can just throw it out. Maybe distract the deer. Maybe a little
It brings
bit.
them back. It keeps bringing them back because
Yeah.
they're creatures of
And
habit.
they're gonna be like,
and when
why-
they know when they can get a meal, they're gonna come back to it.
They're gonna come back and they're gonna
Right.
be like, "Why are you feeding me this garbage leaf?
Yeah, I
I'm
want the
just,
stuff that you're eating.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over that fence and
Yeah.
eat the nice stuff."
Michael Frank says cats. I'm not sure. Cats beneficial? Do they help? Do they not?
I have cats and I have chickens, and my cats are detriment to my garden.
He's got a mean face, so I don't think he likes cats.
Yeah,
in the
You
garden.
know, I love cats, so I mean,
Yeah.
I have 5.
Okay.
I have 5 cats and 18 chickens, so I love them. For me, my cats keep snakes out. They keep snakes out of my garden, and they keep the migratory birds out of my yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Frank, he said I can't put those noisemakers in the bed along the sidewalk. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
as much fun as that would be hilarious. Because
Yeah.
one of mine, it's got hounds running. One of the noises,
Really, Sal?
it has hounds running, and it goes pow 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 like gunshots.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that might. The sprinkler, the automatic sprinklers too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
not a
good
bad
one.
idea.
Yeah.
That sounds good. All right, now we got to the bad parts. Now, what are some good animals to have in your garden? I looked up some things. It says bees, butterflies, some worms,
Absolutely.
ladybugs,
Yeah.
and birds.
Birds that actually eat the bugs.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
are
So
more beneficial.
Chickens are great to have in your garden.
Well, as long as you keep them from eating your
Right,
plants.
because what they actually do is they aerate your spaces. Like when I'm finished growing for the year, I let my chickens into that space.
Yeah, after the
right,
gardens.
and then
yeah.
they actually clean it out like the guinea pigs will.
Yeah. They
So what
can-
you're saying is Sal should put her chickens in the greenhouse.
No, she got guinea pigs in the greenhouse.
Yeah, guinea pigs are easier.
So-
They can,
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my next thing is cleanup. But
Mm-hmm.
so what can you do to kind of promote those worms growth and the bees and the ladybugs and the birds? I'm looking this stuff up. So
very good compost. Always recomposting. That's going to make the earthworms super happy.
Mm-hmm.
And the birds. The birds are just going to be there. You could put some suet out to try to get more of the
Right.
meat-eating birds out there.
Right.
The cardinals tick me off because they'd come into there and they just cut the plants off and do
Yeah.
nothing with it. Like
Right.
just cut them off and look at you like, what you gonna do?
Right.
But yeah, and then some native flowers for the bees. We've got a wildlife mix that has 38 different wildflowers. Keeping your dandelions. People
Yes.
hate them, but they are so
Listen,
good
I pick
for
mine.
the bees.
Yes, and I pick mine. I pick mine and I dry them and I make it into dandelion tea.
Yeah, it's very, very healthy, and it's
Yes.
an early pollinator for the bees,
Yes.
which is super important because we in South Carolina, it's getting warm sometimes. The bees come out, and if they don't have anything to eat, then they struggle.
Right.
So keeping the weeds, yeah.
That's my
Grow
next
food,
goal.
not lawns.
That's
right.
right. I'm with you on that.
all right, so clean up in between your planting seasons. You can plant all year, but while you're trying to clean up in between, harvesting and planting, what are some good animals to help clean up?
I like the guinea pigs and the chicken tractors. They're fantastic. The poop is very, very beneficial.
I love chicken poop.
Yeah, chicken poop is and they're tearing up the beds and all.
Right.
So my idea for the guinea pigs is to make a pretty much a tractor, which is just a cage that you can move around,
Right.
and then pick them up, put them in between the rows, move them around. I'm at the process of trying to tame them. Some of them aren't
That's
super.
funny.
Yeah, some of them are a little wild.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you know how that does. And their poop is as beneficial as rabbit poop.
Absolutely.
Very, very
Absolutely.
and a safe poop because they eat vegetables. Where
Right.
now chickens, the poop is not quite as safe, but you're
No,
putting them in after you pulled everything up, letting them. So
Right.
that means that
Well, I
poop's
don't
gonna
think
sit
some
there,
people
too.
give their chickens like meat products and stuff. I don't give my chickens.
No, but they're eating bugs out in your
Yeah,
garden, so
I'm fine
that
with eating
makes them
bugs.
not a vegetarian. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yep. If you eat crickets, you ain't no vegetarian.
So what did you guys think? Did I do a good job this week for my plant or
You
for my
did.
thing
Thank
of the
you
week?
so much. That was a
Great.
good one. I like that one.
We could not have a show here without the brilliant Josh.
Absolutely not.
I don't know about that. You did survive last week. It was a pretty good show.
We
thank
barely.
Wow.
Barely.
But we missed you so much.
But you were doing the behind scenes anyway.
I
so
was
you were still,
listening. I was still part. You guys didn't see it, but I was doing stuff with this computer while you guys weren't even here. That was great. Yeah, I thought that can give some people really good insight for sure.
Yeah. And give us a call. We're here to take your calls and see you in a minute. Hey y'all, welcome back in. We were talking about insects, and we have Cube Surfer said, I need to find a bird that likes to eat squash bugs. And zucchini, they get on his zucchini every year. Squash bugs, nothing eats squash bugs. Nothing. They're terrible. I hate them.
Right.
And then, we had one more thing real quick. Oh, wasps. Michael Frank brought up wasps. Wasps are really helpful in the garden.
Yeah.
You can actually, if you just sit down and watch, you can see the wasps go and picking up the caterpillars and just going off with it. So, yeah.
That's what's not beneficial with your in the garden. Hornworms.
Yeah, that's the wasp would take care of those too. So,
But I give them to my chickens, so.
yeah.
All right, so we're moving along, almost done with the show.
I know, it's too quick.
8:47. Want to first off mention Sal. Okay, I'm gonna get to H&J Cattle here in a second, but Sal, great, best gardener I know. Well,
Right.
Oh,
everybody's great, but Sal's my favorite.
Right.
She's got the best stuff at her farm.
Yes.
Just the best stuff.
Yes.
And teaches you how to do stuff, has the best boxes. You can ships anywhere in the country. I'm not sure about Hawaii, but
yeah, I think Hawaii's we can't do, but
yeah, I think there's some laws as far as that goes. But anyways, all these produce, teaching,
yeah, it's
all
a lot of
all
fun.
this stuff. But at her farm, she also has this
Yeah.
freezer,
Freezer.
H&J Cattle. Have you ever had H&J Cattle before?
I don't eat beef.
I know. I forgot to tell her not to say that.
I forgot about that.
But she does use the beef tallow.
I use the beef tallow.
And she has animals that eat the different meats too, because they have a puppy pack in
Yes.
stock.
Yes,
Okay.
my
So
daughter
we've
has
got-
dogs. I have grand dogs. We get the puppy pack.
Yeah.
And,
Imagine
the tallow's on my skin this morning. Isn't it not beautiful?
Yep.
Imagine this: the most juiciest. Is that a word? I'm not sure. Imagine the most tender, just the best steak in the world, and just imagine eating it. Imagine going to the 5-star restaurant, just the best restaurant in the world.
Right.
That's H&J Cattle. I mean, they literally.
It's
the best.
amazing.
It
Best
melts
beef
in
I've
your
ever
mouth.
had. It
Yeah.
literally does.
Right.
And I'll say this again. They came into the studio here and made us brunch one morning. It was amazing. They're great. H&J Cattle is amazing, and you can find them at hjcattle.com. HANDJ cattle.com.
Yes. Order it.
Yeah.
You can come in, get it Tuesday, Friday, Saturday from my store, or
Right.
you can order online and pick up. And if you have a certain amount of an order, I think $100 order.
I'm not sure exactly
I think
what
it's
it is.
free delivery.
And I think you can use the point to get the code the point to get 5% off. Maybe it's
That's
10.
good. That's
There's a good discount. So
Yes, definitely.
online, that's online. You can't
Right.
do that in store, but
No.
you can get that online. It's a beautiful
But what I
website.
will say is that the tallow
Yeah, we got.
it's in my hair and it's in my skin.
Yep, and tallow
So-
is the beef fat.
Right.
And
it's
people.
very clear. It's clean. It's
Yeah.
the cleanest thing ever. They did a good job cleaning it.
It is very, very high quality.
Yeah, so I'm looking on their website right here. I'm just going to go through their thing. We have to get to the plant of the week. That's coming up.
Okay.
Yep.
But I'm just looking at their store and some of their featured products. Now they have eggs. Did you know they sell eggs?
I didn't know they had eggs.
Well, they're selling a dozen brown eggs for $5.50.
Wow.
Locally grown, not
Organic.
organic things.
Real food.
Yeah.
Real food.
The yolk is like nice and yellow because
Yes.
it's got all the nutrients, the vitamin D. Yeah.
They're selling some ground beef. I'm not going to go through all the prices. That's just
Yeah.
waste of time. but
Yeah.
ground beef, Wagyu beef tallow, premium Wagyu beef tallow, not just regular, premium. They got, it's just amazing. They have whipped
Yeah.
Wagyu beef tallow for skincare, specifically for skincare. So I assume that's more clean, made for,
Yes.
Yeah.
made for your face and stuff like that.
And people are making all kind of different herbal, mixing it with herbs to make different creams. When comfrey starts growing again,
Yeah.
you can mix it with the comfrey and make a good, nice rub.
I put
And-
some castor oil in mine and rub it on my knees when they start to act up and my elbows. And I'm gonna tell you something. That stuff is so silky.
It
It's
is,
just so
yeah.
simple.
You don't smell like beef. You just smell like.
No.
I suggest you go online to handjcattle.com, and they're just great guys. Duncan over there, Duncan
Yeah.
and Jonathan, all those guys
Yeah.
over there, they're amazing. And man,
And
they
Sal
really-
has some tallow and stuff in her shop too
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I got.
They-
Yeah, we got just about everything. Yeah. So.
they got some great stuff, and
Yeah.
we're really excited to work with them. They're great sponsors. We appreciate them very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you.
All right, plants of the week. We already talked about it, but we haven't mentioned that it is the plant of the week.
The plant.
Hold on, I gotta get the drum roll.
Yeah, the drum roll.
Go for it.
The plant of the week is bush peas, sugar peas, and snap peas.
Yay! All right, so
The pea
peas.
family.
Yes, a lot of peas.
A lot of peas. Now, I love peas. I had to learn how to grow peas because the first time I grew peas, they came up very beautifully. And then I realized you don't put a whole bunch of nitrogen on it because what is nitrogen itself?
Yeah, it gets the nitrogen from the air.
Right. So
Yeah.
I had to learn that the hard way. But I like to pickle my peas.
Ooh.
And what I do is take some onions, some garlic, and I just take like store-bought.
Do you do the do you shell the peas and put them in, or do you do the sugar peas where you eat the whole
I eat the whole thing.
thing?
Eat the whole
Okay.
thing because it has a lot of fiber in it.
And that's the difference between the sugar peas and the other peas.
Right.
The sugar peas you can eat the whole thing; it's
can eat
real
the whole
sweet.
thing.
And then the shelling peas you actually
Right.
shell and make
Right. And you can also make a great pesto with it. You can with some Parmesan cheese. You can do a lot with it.
yeah.
I always tell people try just once a week to have a vegetarian meal. Just 1 week. Just for once a week on a Friday. And then
Yeah.
go back to the meat on Saturday.
Exactly.
And it's so easy. It's much different when you are growing your own stuff. I'm not a vegetarian. I never will be.
That's fine. You don't have to be.
But it's so much more easy to be a vegetarian when you grow your own stuff and you get quality produce.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you get, it may be hard starting out if you're just getting stuff from the store that has no taste and it's just pumped up with all these chemicals. It's
Exactly.
not
And
what
the
you want.
recalls. The recalls are
too.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
When you're growing in good living soil, it makes all the difference. Just like with H&J Cattle Company, and they're not injecting it and feeding them corn and feeding them stuff to pump them up. Most produce people want the stuff grown in 75 days, harvested. They're not caring about what vitamins are in there. They're not really. They just want the product on the shelf. It's pretty, but then it doesn't taste like anything.
Right.
And then you're constantly. Well, first of all, you're not eating it because it doesn't taste good, and second of all, you eat it and you're not full. There studies have said that one head of broccoli that you grow in your garden has more nutrients than a whole bushel of broccoli that's grown commercially.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I believe that.
And so let's just say you're not really interested in the whole produce thing. I know a lot of people that just plant flowers around their house.
Right.
You still need active soil. You still need good rich soil. But you're not going to get that from the store. Well, at least unless you don't do your research.
Yeah.
You can. Sal doesn't deal with a whole lot of flowers, but if you get some soil from her or black cow, whatever it is, your flowers will do so much better than what
Yes.
you're getting from the store.
Yes.
Exactly. Everything needs good living soil.
soil.
It needs microorganisms all working together in there. It's like a little city,
And
little
so
miniature city.
no plant is the same.
No.
No flowers the same. Nothing. It's beautiful how it works. And if you have any questions as far as that goes, Sal will hook you up with all the details, everything you need. So go ahead and give out your details real quick.
Yeah. My website's growyourgardenwithsal.com. We'll be at the store at 113 Hilltop Drive today, 11:30 to 3. If you want to come out and learn how to plant strawberries, that's at 11 o'clock. And Josh is coming to restock our potatoes for us, so that's
Yes.
going to be exciting.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to come back here to the station, but I have to be here at 11:30, so I won't be able to stay for the class.
Oh.
But I'll be able to go out just for a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way home and come back out, so I'm just going to go drive over to the farm, hang out for a little bit, go see Russell and Hosique and the
Aw.
horse and everything, and
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You can
maybe
come see
drive
animals.
around. I don't want to get a speeding ticket though.
Don't get no more speeding tickets, please. I got a parking ticket the other day, so
Did you?
on the
So,
farm.
really?
Yeah. Don't get no more speeding tickets. Keep it under the.
Yes. And pickle your peas or freeze them. pickle them or freeze them.
Well, how about plant them too?
You can do that as well too.
Yeah, maybe that might help. So growyourgardenwithsal.com. There's so much there. You can contact Sal.
Yeah.
You want to give out the phone numbers so they can text you possibly?
Yeah, 803-786-6546. You can call, text, either way, and we'll pick up. If we don't pick up, we'll be right back at you.
Yeah, beautiful. That's great.
Yeah.
So we're headed to the top of the hour break, which is we won't be on for any longer. We'll be back next week, but you can always find us on YouTube and Facebook at Grow Your Garden with Sal.
Yeah, please like and share and subscribe so you get notifications.
And please do not forget about the class today, y'all. Please.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun if you can come out at 11 o'clock,
Yeah, sign up online or just come in.
Or just come in, yep.
113 Hilltop Drive in Columbia, not far from anywhere.
Nope, about 15 minutes from
I got
anywhere.
a strawberry plant for Valentine's Day, so thank you so much for that.
Yay, she did. She got a strawberry plant. And if you come on volunteer days, you get, extra stuff.
That's what I want to say is to please, if you want to learn how to plant, if you're not sure about anything, come and volunteer on Wednesdays. You're going to learn a wealth of stuff in that 2 or 3 hours.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So growyourgardenwithsal.com.
Yes.
Order some kits online. You can pick up in store. You can also come get your seeds on store. Mm-hmm. Oh, and real quick, if you have a big seed order, call me up. We can have a private appointment too, especially if you're gonna get 100 different seeds, 50 different seeds. Right. That way you're not having to wait in line on a Saturday. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's been a great show. We've been at it all morning.
Yes,
it's just been great. I feel like we've been all over the place this morning, but it's been great for the show for sure.
Yes,
yeah, I really enjoy this. So it's a lot of fun, and thank y'all for calling in and supporting our show.
I can't believe it's been like 5 months of this show.
I can't either.
We started in September.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It
I
went
didn't know
by
that.
quick. Yeah.
You weren't involved in the first couple
That's
weeks.
fine, but I'm here now.
I know, right?
We love it. We love it so much.
Yeah, and I just appreciate y'all, and come out to the farm. I'll see you soon.
113 Hilltop Drive.
Yes, in Columbia.